I started my journey into digital infrared photography 3 months ago. In this second episode, I will show you the results I got using this weird clip-in filter. In my previous video, I explained how I modified my digital camera to become a full spectrum camera. And I reviewed the higher chrome filter made by Vision, an amazing filter that gives a vibrant red coloration to plants. If you didn't watch this first episode, there's a link in the description. Vision turned my A7 II into a full spectrum camera by removing the camera internal higher cut filter, making the camera sensitive to UV, visible, and higher light. All you need to do is limit what the camera sees by placing the appropriate filter in front of the sensor. For this second video, I will use the 720nm clip-in filter. Once you clip the magnetic filter over your camera sensor, you just need to choose the right lens. No need for front lens filter. I chose two amazing vintage lenses, the Canon FD 35mm f2 concave and the Tokina 24mm f2.8. The 720nm filter gives you 4 options for each picture. Option 1 is to keep the out-of-camera image. Vegetation is light blue, sky is yellowish, and it gives a ghostly atmosphere to landscapes. The second option is to do a channel swap in Photoshop and some light color adjustment. Vegetation will look pink or salmon. Sky will be blue and the general look will be more dreamlike. I must say this is my favorite option. Option 3 is to desaturate the leaves to go white, but keep the sky blue. And the last option is to go black and white. Sky will become darker and it gives a very dramatic look to the subject. Almost every green vegetation will turn pink once you channel swap in Photoshop. White parts of plants, like flower petals, will keep their original color. Once turned black and white, trees look like they're covered in snow, giving a really strange and dramatic look. If you compare the out-of-camera option to the channel-swapped version, you can see that the mood on vegetation is totally different. And that's one great thing with this filter. You have many options. After that, it's a matter of taste and experimentation. This filter is an open window to a new vision of the world. It can be a fun way to get a new take on the landscape that may otherwise be boring. The building colors will stay the same most of the time, but the world around them can have a very different rendering. Human skin looks bright and smooth, and one interesting fact is that veins are visible in some parts of the body. Once you swap the channels, hair becomes orange and the skin turns blue. Maybe not the most useful. Most animals' original colors will shift to a pinkish color, as they also reflect infrared rays. Less than plants, but still enough to go through the filter. This will result in new species discoveries like the marshmallow chicken or cows that produce strawberry milk. Water will react as a mirror, reflecting the color of the sky. Cloudy weather will give you a darker look on the surface. One limitation of this system is the infrared overdose. If you shoot a place with a lot of plants, the reflection of the infrared rays will be so dense that your image will look fully pink or blue. Modifying a camera to full spectrum can be expensive. So if you don't have a camera you want to modify or just don't have the budget for it, I created the infrared LUT that can recreate the look of the higher chrome filter on any video footage and even on photos. Check the link in the description to get it. I want to thank Color Revision for helping me creating this video by modifying my camera. I would like to give a huge shout out to my supporters on Patreon. Thank you so much for believing in my channel and supporting my work. This support helps me create the videos I want to make instead of chasing trends. If you are watching and you want to help me keep that freedom, head over to my Patreon. And if you missed the first episode on infrared, you should check this video.